Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Aruba Khan. I'm in grade 10 and part of Halqa Western Islington. For my project, I have decided to explain the basics of DNA and genetics. For eons, DNA has been a mysterious thing, the only way organisms could reproduce and continue their generation by bypassing DNA down. But now, in the last couple of decades, scientists have found more of its purpose and how it can change our world. Our planet has limited resources, resulting in all species evolving, adapting, and competing. They have to become better, stronger, faster, and those who cannot have a terrible fate. About 600 million years ago, a new nerve cell emerged, intelligence. Our intelligence evolved the fastest, thus making us the first to meet our maker. Now, instead of watching genetic stories unfold, we have become the authors and editors. In 50 years, we have found the structure of DNA, made genome sequencing easy, and discovered ways to edit genes. Because of these discoveries, researchers have gained knowledge to develop cures for certain diseases and are on the edge of finding more. We have gained the ability to change appearances of others, but what about behavior and personality? These are more complex characteristics, but DNA services promise to eliminate ancestry, prediction for diseases, and even certain behaviors. Let's begin with DNA. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is the hereditary material passed down in humans and almost all organisms. Almost every cell in your body has the same DNA. Most of the DNA is found in the cell nucleus, but there's also DNA in the mitochondria, where nutrients are converted into energy. This information is stored as a code made of 4 chemical bases, which are adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. DNA bases pair up with each other. Adenine is cytosine, and guanine and thymine. Each base attaches itself to a sugar molecule and a phosphate molecule, and together they are called a nucleotide. Nucleotides are arranged in 2 long strands that form a spiral called a double helix. One of the biggest properties of DNA is that it can replicate itself, which brings me to one of the topics I'll be explaining today: genetics. A gene is the hereditary material passed down through human beings and is made of DNA. Some genes act as instructions to make molecules called proteins, while most do not. Each person carries 2 copies of genetic information, one inherited from each parent. These genes lie within chromosomes. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, and half of the total of 46 come from their mother, while the other half come from their father. What does Islam say about DNA and genetics? In the Holy Quran, we have many things that are related to science, which are being discovered now by scientists. In Surah Al-Hamim Sajda, verse 21, Allah the Almighty states, "Till when they reach it, their ears and eyes and their skin will bear witness against them as to what they have been doing." This could be taken away on the Day of Judgment. Our bodies will testify for us, but there is also a vague science explanation in it. Did you know our ears, eyes, and fingerprints are the most unique parts of our body? No 2 humans have the same of any of these. Both of our eyes aren't even the same. Genetics is concerned with genes inherited from parents, while environment encompasses all the external factors that influence organisms directly or indirectly. For most human characteristics, including those exhibited during health and disease, genes and environment interact to produce the phenotype. A minority of diseases are caused by a single defective gene, example the Huntington disease. However, the majority of diseases are caused by multiple defective genes and environmental components that influence the appearance and severity of these diseases. Examples of such diseases include cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. Islam does not shy away from science or discourage it. On the contrary, we are encouraged to explore, to investigate, and to utilize their intellect and God-given facilities. However, the Holy Quran has also warned humans from interfering with the laws of nature, or from seeking to change or modify the creations of Allah through unnatural means. For example, in recent years, the boundaries of scientific ethics have gradually eroded, whereby there have been attempts to pursue immoral and dangerous pursuits such as genetic engineering and the cloning of living creatures. Genetic engineering is allowed for medical purposes in Islam, as we are instructed to help others, but cloning is forbidden because it is as if we're trying to play God. By understanding how genetics and epigenetics function in contrast to our microbiomes and environment, we are more likely to be successful in curing undesirable behaviors. But will giving humans the control to change who they are in every possible matter be a smart move? This emerging concept of genetics could be the reason we rise as a community or as fall as individuals. Jazakumullah.